Well, hi friends. Rebecca here, your friendly neighborhood dragon librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here today with Gallie to talk about an amazing book that I'm super excited about. I can't stop thinking about it. I just want to recommend it to everybody, and it actually wasn't even the book I was planning to talk about today. I had a whole different video planned, but I just finished reading this last week, and I knew I just absolutely needed to share it with you guys. So, what is this book? What is this really exciting book that I keep talking about? Well, it is called Kelsey Murray and the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts. Whew, that is a hefty title, right? And it's by Erika Lewis. Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts. So, this book is really amazing for a few different reasons. So, the first one is it's technically it's technically not a Rick Riordan Presents book, but however, it is so similar to those books and so similar to Percy Jackson and other things like that that Rick Riordan has written that I'm totally going to consider it to be a part of that subgenre and just recommend it for people that love those books as well. Because basically, this is a book that has a lot of the same elements as Percy Jackson and other Rick Riordan Presents books. For example, it has to do with it's an adventure story featuring young people. The main protagonist, Kelsey, does not have an understanding or knowledge of who her parents are, which is a kind of a thing that goes hand in hand with some of these books, right? Either the parents are not in the picture, or there's some kind of mysterious past that has to do with them, or they're keeping secrets, something like that. So Kelsey was dropped off as a young baby and has no memory of her family. But she keeps hoping that they're coming back for her one day, especially as she has to go through the foster care system, which definitely sucks, right? Another element to it is, of course, the mythology. So probably one of the reasons why I love this so much is I love Celtic mythology. I think it's probably one of my favorite types of mythology to study, and this book features Celtic mythology. So that is really, really cool. Another thing that makes it a lot like some of the Percy Jackson and Rick Riordan Presents books is that the main character starts out feeling like they don't belong. Feeling like they are lost, that they don't belong, and then they find this either school or camp or a group of people that becomes their found family and basically makes them understand and feel that they're finally home after some time, right? So when Kelsey Mercy, so basically what happens in this story is she is on a field trip and she gets basically kidnapped by these two. Basically, one is her caseworker, who is actually somebody in disguise, and somebody else that comes and kidnaps her, and they, through this series of magical interventions, send her to this school, the Academy of the Unbreakable Arts, which is basically where you are sent if you have lineage or special powers that are Celtic in nature. So basically, the school is run by this legendary warrior called Scathach, which I'm probably not saying that right, but she is basically, if you read any Celtic stories or mythology, she appears in it. She trains legendary warriors in all the stories, and she's just amazing. So she runs this school. Kelsey Murphy goes there, even though she doesn't have any idea about her family or if she really belongs there. And at first, she feels like she doesn't. Because everybody else has this, knowledge that she just doesn't have. But after some time, she forms a bond with her Fianna, which is this group of 4 warriors that the teachers assign them to be in, and it's basically like close knit, supposed to be. They have each other's back, everything like that. So she starts to feel like she belongs, and also begins to unravel the heritage that she had no idea she was a part of, her mysterious past, and everything, all the secrets and stuff that are revolving around her parents. So there's secrets, mysterious past, adventure. There's a lot of action and fighting in this. One of the things, obviously, is that she's being trained as a warrior. So she's learning how to use a sword for the first time. She's learning how to use weapons and fighting techniques and stuff like that. Another thing about this that I really like, and I know that this is sort of an outdated thing, and I know a lot of books try to do it to be similar to Harry Potter, but I just love this trope. I love when characters are going to a school or a camp or whatever, and they're sorted into either a house or a group or a cabin. I just love that. I love learning about the different types, and that is what this book does too. So there's different clans that you get sorted into depending on your abilities when you get to this school. There is the cat clan, which is the color red, and those are students that can shapeshift into any kind of feline. There is the chargers, which are blue, and they are sort of the ones that have the physical strength. They're really strong, and they have an affinity with horses. There's the Raven clan, which is black, and they can shapeshift into ravens and also throw their voices too, which is a special ability they have. And there is the adders, which is the green color, and they are the telekinetic students. They're the ones that are have telekinesis and powers like that. And then there are the Sega, and that is the yellow group, and that is the rare group. Of course, that's what Kelsey ends up falling into. And those are the students that can use elemental magic, usually just one, either fire or water or earth or wind. Kelsey surprises everybody and can do a little bit more than that, but I'll let you read it to find out yourself. So, like I said, this book it really blew me away. I wanted to read it from the beginning because of the Celtic mythology part of it, but I just fell in love with it and read it so quickly because I just loved the story. I got so caught up with Kelsey. She is such a great, strong young heroine. I just loved her. I loved all the monsters and the names and the words from Celtic mythology. That was super amazing. And I just thought the story was great. It was a wonderful story. There were a lot of twists I didn't see coming. So it was really fun. If you love adventure stories, if you love action stories, if you love stories that feature mythology and different cultures and stuff like that, then I would absolutely recommend reading this and make this your next read. Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts. I would say it's probably my favorite of this type of book that I've read so far this year. It's just amazing. So great. So there you go. I hope that this book sounds really awesome and fun. If so, please feel free to put it on hold from Farmington Community Library, and you can pick it up there. Also, please give this video a like. I really appreciate you watching, folks. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful rest of the day.